Well, at least the audio.
In 1,000 feet, turn right. Turn right. Then, turn right. Turn right. Then, turn left.
Valentine told me who's to go. Feelings he's treasured most of all, the teachers and the football star.
You need the bills?
Huh?
You need the bills?
No, I was just trying to see you did a delivery, right?
Yeah, I sat back there for a little while. I had to do some stuff in the truck, but I got here at like 9.
Yeah, you they after you?
Yeah.
Alright, just making sure that's all I gotta do, just confirm.
Yeah, there ain't no Mexicans in the back of nothing.
You good.
Alright.
Yeah, you good to go.
Appreciate it. It ain't no Mexicans back there. All I haul is ass, brother.
Let me tell you something.
That dude, I don't want to say anything. Oh, yeah, I do. I'm a piece of shit. That's not right. This one, and why is this not open? Oh, this is like the most that it can go. I don't know. I don't give a shit. Oh, that's why. It seems like this because I just dropped off in Columbus, Georgia, there is a hostess factory here. And first of all, I see where the ingredients come into this place.
In 100 feet, turn right. Then, turn right.
So anyway, the majority of ingredients are powdered bullshit. They're just seed oils and powders. So they have that comes from Minnesota, from a food service distributor. Powdered eggs. Powdered eggs, they put in that shit. Which, I mean, it makes sense if you're making millions and millions of units of, fucking snack cakes. You're not gonna, even to make a machine that cracks all of the fucking eggs is kind of ridiculous. You know, it's gonna just sit there and crack eggs, and pour it in the thing. That's the reason why you never get shell in your baked goods, because the majority of that shit is powdered. Even the milk, I believe, is powdered. None of that shit comes from any liquid ingredients. All of your ho-hos and your ding-dongs, your fucking snowballs, your Twinkies, there's no wet ingredients in that shit. It's all dry, powdery shit. But it seems like everyone in there, except for the young lady who she did the receiving. She did the receiving. But the young lady, she was very kind. But she nice little graveyard right there. Somebody said that the reason why the landscaping is so good in a graveyard.
Continue straight.
Is because it because of the bodies. But I would believe that all of the formaldehyde and embalming fluid makes it not so. But then again, who fucking knows, man? I don't know shit. Local shrink wrap, awesome. Good thing, because I wasn't watching out at all. Now in time to news to go. The teacher and the football star. It's moving towards the
In 1,000 feet, turn right.
Feelings is treasured most of all. The teachers and the football star. It's in his tiny face told me how it feels. If all the world were under his heels, or stumbling through the mall, it's in his tiny face, it's in his scarlet hand. Valentine knows it all, he's got something to say. It's Valentine's Day.
It's the darkest hour. It's the darkest hour. You're 22. The voice of youth, the hour of dread. The darkest hour, and your voice is new. Love is lost, lost is love. Your country's new, your friends are new, your house and even your eyes are new.
In 1,000 feet, turn right.
Accent too, but your fear is as old as the world.
Turn right.
Say goodbye to the thrills of life, where love was good, when love was bad. Wave goodbye to life without pain. Sing along, you're the beautiful man. It's not alright. You refuse to talk. You do not understand. You know how it's so.
I'm sorry, but that's. I don't want to hear that right now.
A super duper, I'm not a blooper, I over. So I'm on the scooper. No weapon, no keep stepping. That's why I'm weapon. I'm panic roll, and I make the face go boom. A better duster, wrong, to the dome. When I run the killer, the cat killer, I'm the gorilla, a nigga. I got the cat and I'm about to get the fucking boom. I do the right, and I'm a strike. 9 times out of 10 with the right of the bitch, like you're a comer. The niggas fight like a plumber, I'm a man to get kick that, smoking up that like a chicken while I'm kicking this shit. That's what I'm doing. I'm all alone looking for the doing. The something I gotta get it. You know I'm with it. The bitch kill up back when they know I gotta kick. Get that shit, fuck it up, yo. 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 Sooner or later, it will be me. I'm creeping and trying to slip away while she is sleeping. I'm living, that's really living. On to the corner, I'm gonna step right up to her hoe and say I want her. Go fuck her, and when she suck me, I will be happy, so happy. I might just raise a laser when I'm happy, but I ain't, cause it's the vibe. And he can't take it, he'll make it. Trying to run the game and never make it to work. You should've known, the chick is strong, the thunder, the shit that make a nigga sit money. But listen, while I'm dismissing, I broke the train. Some ain't to get my point across, and I ain't playing no time. I have no idea. You get the ticket. The shit was in the ad, and then Jesus had to kick. Get that shit, fuck it up, yo. Get that shit, fuck it up, yo. Get that shit, fuck it up, yo. Get that shit, fuck it up, yo.
In a quarter of a mile, turn left.
I'm in the backer, then when I jack her, I go around the corner to get me a fat sacker. The chicken that I be kicking, paper spin.
Turn left, then turn right.
My nigga, then when I pick it, I try to kill her. Then go and get a cold stick, tap her that filler. My nigga, behind the trigger, keep like a ninja. That man shake your ass, you know the way to get her. A bitch, that 15 inches, they like bitches. That's why I got a clever car, so fuck my damn chicken. They fuck them, and then they fuck them, some say they love them. I'm fucking
Turn right.
niggas small, leaving them down. I stick them, then I dismiss them. That's why I diss them, don't diss them. They suck my dick, now why would I be kissing them? Beat them, but I don't eat them. Know how to treat them. I fuck them, but I don't suck them. Don't suck a pill. The bitches that be bringing home the bacon, the women, you know I'm with 'em. That's why I dig 'em, no nickel, and it's up full of shit that I can get.
In 2 miles, take the exit on the right. Take the exit on the right. Then, turn right onto the slip road. Slope Road. Then, turn right. Turn.
Nice. I don't know who in their right mind would take a vaccination nowadays. Shingles vaccine available. I'd rather catch the shit and deal with the fucking side effects of the vaccine. Fuck that.
I will stick to you. Oh, I can't imagine this world without serving you, my love. You're shy, your flesh is like fire. Show me how if I glow in my skin. Kiss my words can comfort me. I can't imagine this world without your mercy, my
construction.
And what vision?
My radio does work after all. Where the fuck old boy going? None of my business. Alito. There's another road on the side of this shit, but probably with my luck, the truck's not supposed to be on it. Probably cut all the damn trees. There we go. Remove it. Bitch it off, bro. Go, bitch. Slow, bitch. Ho, bitch. There you go. Thank you. Wow. Excuse me. I guess you must have heard me. I'm sorry, Bob. You know what? You're my favorite bitch. Digging your ditch. One second. Spooky bitch. On a nice porcelain dish. Alright. There's no hesitation. Saying yes to me. I let you go outside my window. Look at the hills, feeling the city down below. All I hear around what's in between. There's no looking over your shoulder. I'm trying to be TNC and to be seen. There's no hesitation. I love the cigar. I'm not the only one. We're stuck in chemistry. In this fortified nation, I am tomorrow. I let you look outside my window. Look out on the hills, feeling the city down below. I'm just a boy now, but this is what I'll tell you. There's no looking over your shoulder below. Nice feel-good song. Hey, what's up? What do you mean, what's up? Love my energy. You didn't even know my energy. Poser. Bot.
mountain. Inside every mother's eyes, tummy teacups bend. Inside every candidate waits a grateful death. Naked of pain when I'm on my own to relieve myself. Naked of pain when I guess I'm on stage to believe in myself. Naked of pain to glance at window panes and to please myself, and pretend I'm walking home. Took it so bad, I sat in the correctional. Took me a bath and a kick in the moon. Well, I ain't gonna suck no radar wing, 'cause inside this tin is tin. Would you like techno plate? 'Cause I'm your candidate. Oh yeah. It's a matter of life, and the way you walk, you got a real queen. It's a matter of tact, in the things you talk that keeps his passport clean. His passport, matter of fact, that a cock ain't a cock on a 12-inch screen. So I'll pretend I'm walking home. Keep an age in shape. Don't have to scream a lot to predict monsoons. Don't have to fake my contact black. Now I'm hustling a pair of jeans. Do I have to give your money back when I'm the Fuhrer? I say I came from Earth and my tongue is ticked. Make you a deal. Can get your kicks on the candidates. Make you a deal. For your future's sake, I'm the candidate. Let's pretend we're walking home.
Beautiful. Thank you, God, for this beautiful day you've given to me. Dogs barking, birds are chirping. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh. Nice and I can feel the sorrow falling over my head. God damn it! No. Come on! Yes, it does, my friend. It's hard to be mad when the day looks like this, you know. I have a shitty job with a good view, though. Effortless Squad. Wow, that's an interesting name you have there. Sounds familiar.
Effortless Squad. Very true driving around this area.
Not me. I mean, it is at times, but when you cross like big distances or long distances, it's not boring to me because every like mile and every inch of road is different, you know. And although I've been everywhere, it's like from one day to the next, a certain patch of ground can change dramatically. So like, even if you're at home, right, from one day to the next, you have different traffic, different weather. So, and then I got a lot going on up here, man. Like, or woman. Who are you? Effortless Squad. Who is that?
Effortless Squad. How long have you been in the business?
I've been in the business since 2008, on and off. Like, not, I haven't like solid, but damn near 20 years in the game. 20 years strong. Almost.
Effortless Squad. I'm mostly not a chill guy, just hate the process.
Wow. You know, I don't believe in coincidence, so.
Effortless Squad. 20 years with friends.
Well, I need to eat, so it's not like a selfless thing, but I appreciate it. That's weird that we have a very similar name and we just, no diddy, came across each other. But I'm glad to have met you. Thank you very much. God damn it. You see, God is good, man. He always got a plan. That is crazy. Effortless Squad. We were meant to be. You're my Cassie. And I'm your Diddy. That's very cool. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Effortless Squad. Yes, of course, he'll be sure to check that out as the days go on.
Shit, I'm here every day down there. I mean,
How long have you been streaming?
probably like a year or two, but I don't do it constantly. Streaming in the truck, I've been doing it for a year, but it started off really shitty. Like, I was doing it from a fucking, like a toaster oven. And then eventually I saw where the screen was fucked up. The camera was fucked up, so I upgraded the camera. Then the computer couldn't handle it, so I upgraded the computer. And I still have to upgrade the internet, but I was casting from my phone, so it was really shitty in the beginning. But about a year, let's say a year and a half. Oh, there's a nice little lake right there. Well, I think your view is obscured. That is crazy. Our names are similar, very similar. What a coinky dink. Where in the world are you? Are you in America or Europe? You speak English, so probably UK or maybe Australia. I don't know why. I get a lot of Australian friends on this shit. They're really cool.
Effortless Squad. I've been streaming killing. Effortless Squad. I am not going to do that.
That's crazy because I have a friend right around the corner from you in Indiana. But I don't get out to Illinois much. But I'm gonna add you when I get a chance. I'll follow you. But what I was gonna say is, I typically I do the northeast up until Virginia, and I do out west as far as like Texas. Well, I don't get out to the like Midwest that much. It's nice though. I mean, Lake Michigan's pretty dope, and then they have like a lot of national parks, so it's not bad, man. I know Gary, Indiana. I know Chicago. I know O'Hare, like the west, or what do they call it? The suburbs. I know O Block, Bang Bang. O Block. I know Effingham. I know Morton. I know shit, because I used to go through the South Illinois a lot. I know Peoria. You know what else? There's a city called Metropolis that they have a huge Morton. Yeah, that's where they make the salt. There's a city called Metropolis where there's this big fucking Superman statue on the freeway. What is that? That's not 90. I think it's like I-80 or I-70. So I used to pass through there a lot going to Iowa. Yeah, check it out. They got a huge fucking Superman. And the city's name is Metropolis. Or maybe I'm going crazy. You know, I've been out here, it gets lonely. I'm probably like imagining shit, but I'm willing to bet 95% that there is that town. It does exist, and it is in Illinois. Also, fucking you guys got Milwaukee's not too far. I mean, it's the border on the north, but there's a lot of shit to do there. Right.
Just looked it up. You're not crazy.
Thank God, man. Yo, you know, I'm getting older and shit, and I've been on the road so long, like, sometimes you'll be like, damn, did I just see that? You'll hallucinate and shit. I knew that shit because it's very unique to have a place named Metropolis. I think that's the only town called Metropolis in America. I've never heard that name, long as I've been traveling. Why can't I fucking try to add you? I don't know why it's not popping up on Twitch. Or the chat isn't, at least. It wasn't. Why the fuck? Let me just type that shit in. O-R-T.
It does appear to be the only one in the USA that's live.
Wait, are you live right now? Are you playing Call of Duty? There's no way. Alright, God bless you. I don't know if this is you calling wait, Effortless Squad. Yes, that is. Wait, how the fuck are you live right now?
Effortless Squad. Yeah, that's me.
or you're just watching trailers, bro, you confuse the fuck out of me. But alright, man, I added you, bro. Shit, take care, God bless, and fucking we'll catch up, man. This part of my trip is like pretty boring. I mean, there's not shit to see until I get to like Atlanta. But enjoy your day, man. Thank God for everything. Look at this shit. It's a fucking solar farm.
Effortless fun. Gaming from the Xbox, you have a great day.
Yeah, and I'll message you later when my hands are free. I'll add you on Xbox. Because I play that shit too, from time to time.
Sounds great.
Alright, my brother. You see, that's what it's all about. Good, clean friendship, you know? That's what I like. God, yeah. That is good, man. But you just fucking look at it. Just making friends all over the world. Now when I go to Illinois, I got somebody, couch I can sleep on. This shit does look like a Windows screensaver, honestly. Like Windows 98, the rolling hills. That is crazy. So we got the same fucking name down there.
Tell me
No, fuck you. I don't want it. All that goddamn soy.
Turn left. Turn left. feet. Turn left onto the slip road.
Ah.
Turn left onto the slip road.
I don't know what that was.
In 2 miles, take the interchange on the right. In half a mile, take the interchange on the right. Take the interchange on the right. In half a mile, fork. Keep right at the fork. In a quarter of a mile, take the slip road. Take the slip road. Then, take the slip road. Take the slip road. Then, turn left onto the slip road. Turn left onto the slip road.
The music makes it worse.
2 miles. Take the exit on the right. exit on the right.
Exit.
In a quarter of a mile, turn left. Turn left.
Confederate way. Fuck me. Please, Lord, put a little grocery store in my path so I can get something to eat before I go and stop here. At least get me some breakfast. Oh, what do we have here? Community food bank. The McDonald's there, Texaco there. Fuck, I don't want to goddamn McDonald's. I don't need it there. Bobolina. Bobolina. That shit look low as fuck.
Turn right.
And there we go. Is it Tempo West? Or which one is it?
Left. Turn left. right.
How you doing?
Alright, what's that you?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to find it. I'm looking for Irving Consumer.
That's the address, but they don't use this gate. West gate.
I passed it.
Yeah. Turn around and down.
Alright, thank you.
Alright.
Yet again, a day late and $1 short. I'm in the wrong place. So now I have to turn around. Because I'm a fucking dumbass. Hey, turn around now. Bubulina. What the fuck? Just go straight flush. They look like brother and sister, but West. What? What the hell you say, boy? It's the West Gate. I really mean it. Irving? No.
Okay. Get the whiskey right now. Go straight all the way down until you make this turn. Once you see this light, you're just going to park here first and then call yourself a ticket.
Okay, thank you. Once you get to this lot, you're going to want to. Damn, it's a lot of motherfuckers up and up. But I don't mind. I'm taking this shit to fucking Alabama. Oh yeah, and then I wonder when this delivers. 17, 18. It delivers tomorrow or at 4 a.m. I wonder how far that shit is. Really not smart, buddy, but you were kind, so. Everybody got their motherfucking doors open. So I'm guessing I will too. Okay, let's see. Nice little handy map here. Simple enough. Yeah, alright. Yes, I was told to call to check in. My pickup number is going to be this app. I'm sorry. My pickup number is 311-48122. I think it's going to Florence, Alabama. Okay. 311-48122. Okay, so at the earliest it would be 3. Okay. Would I be able to stay on where? Okay. Would I be able to stay here because I don't really have any place to go. I mean, all right. Thank you. You're so nice to me. All right. Call you at 3. All right. Damn, Danielle. I could go to Walmart, but I'd rather not. Really. They said my appointment is at 1. 5. 5 o'clock. Try them back at 3. You're beautiful. It's true. Well, man, I'm about to call this shit. This ain't no way I'm about to just sit here. Fucking just waiting around. Well, gang, looks like that's gonna be it. That was a motherfucking booger. I'm like, damn, I'm walking around with that shit. So basically, I'm just here. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here. Probably take a nap if I can. Get like 2 hours, hour and 30 minutes. Call them back. And if they don't, they tell me no, not till 5, I'll fucking probably end up taking another nap until 5. So, damn. Got on my bloomers. So yeah, basically that's it. Alrighty. Shouts out to Effortless Squad. God damn.